Well, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. I'm feeling great. How about you? The Hairy Scary Hangout will begin shortly. Welcome to the Hairy Scary Countdown with me, Cliff. You got about 15 minutes until showtime, so grab your drinks and snacks, settle in, and enjoy the pre-show. Yeah! Ha ha!
Beware, have a care, you're just filled with air. A single pin would rip your skin, and the pin-cushion man in the forest there would pop you both if you don't take care. Oh, such trash! In a flash, I will settle his hash. I'll bust right in and twist his chin. I'll get rough, I'll get tough, I'll just call his bluff.
Oh no, please don't go.
Oh, come on.
I'm coming. I'm scared.
I'm not much. Oh!
I'm the old pincushion man, terror of Balloony Land. Folks all hate me, how they hate me, tickles me the way they rate me. Always have a pin at hand, that's the reason I am panned. How I stop 'em when I pop 'em.
Oh, that pincushion man's a fake. I'm not afraid of his pins.
So you're not afraid of pins? Let me in! Let me in! I'll get mad in a minute! Open the gates! I want to come in!
Oh, I'd better not. The folks would blow up if I let you in.
Nonsense. I'm your friend. I want to give you something.
Oh, that's different. What are you going to give me?
This!
You
The pincushion man! Quick, we must sound the alarm!
Ready? Aim, fire!
Contact!
Fire!
Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be. Hope you had time to hot trot to the bathroom or grab some snackaroonies. Well, now here's something we hope you really like.
Hey everybody, Grimm Gorri here with Janet Decay, and we are here with a television legend. Yes, it's the one, the only, Marty Sullivan, also known as Superhost.
Hello there.
Hey, how you doing, Marty?
Just fine. How are you?
Oh, well, just dandy now. I still can't believe we're sitting here with the TV legend. We're just kind of here, and I'll hang out with you and ask you a few questions about your life and times as Superhost on WAB 43. And I think we're going to start with Janet.
So we were watching some older clips, and it looks like it was first called the Superhost Show. So when did it go from the Superhost Show to Saturday Mad Theater?
Well, it was original thing was Saturday Mad Theater, and then they changed to Superhost when I started to get some ratings.
Very interesting. And where did you come up with the voice for Superhost? Right? Where was that from?
That goes back to my announcing career in Detroit. I worked for WJR in Detroit, and there was a man locally by the name of Ralph Bingay, who went back to the old days of radio at CKLW in Windsor, and he had the ability to produce these voices and carry on conversations with them. It was like there's a whole group of people in there. It was just Ralph, and one of his voices was, "Hello there," and that's the voice I stole for Soup.
That is incredible. Yeah, I've always wondered about that. Yeah.
Do you think there's a future for horror movie hosting? I know there's a lot of local networks that don't really do that anymore, but there are online outlets. We just wanted to see what your opinion was on that.
I think there is an awful lot of interest in the genre. Look at that, the way I pronounce that, just like a regular guest. Anyway, I think there's a great future for it. Again, on the internet, on the social internet, on Facebook and Instagram and blogs and all those things. I think it's great, and I hope you are very successful at it.
I think that's all the questions we have for you right now. Is there anything you want to say, final words?
Well, just good luck to you two on your chosen career, and have fun with it.
We are, because you sure made it look that way, and that's why we're doing this. Well, from the bottom of our little hearts, we want to thank you, Marty Sullivan, so much, Superhost, I should say, for granting us this interview, and we'll see you out there on the interwebs or whatever, right?
On Facebook, yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you around.
Groovy Ghoulies, I'm Janet Decay, the Mummy.
And I'm Grimm Gorri, the Monkey.
And together we host the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
Yes, our live streaming horror hosted show has it all.
Skits, bits, and a scary flick.
That's right. So for more information on our show, go check out
TheMummyAndTheMonkey.com. And we'll see you at the Hangout.
Woohoo!
So, you want to buy this camper, huh?
Well, yeah, I think it'd be great for the road, Grimm.
Really?
Yeah.
Take the show on the road, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. But you know what? I want to check it out first before you lay any green down. Yeah. I used to work in a car lot. I'm a pro. So let me do my thing. I'm going to start over here, yeah. Well, come on, let's go around the back way and check the other ones. Well, I got some bad news for you, Janet.
What's that, Grimm?
You can't buy this hunk of junk.
Well, why not?
Well, weren't you paying attention? This thing's dog tired. Yeah.
What you are about to see is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
Sparkling soft drinks.
Ain't nothing like a good Mountain Dew. Hey! Hey!
Steaming hot coffee.
Roses are red, and how do you do? Drink 4 of these, and whoop, 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 whoop.
Steamed or grilled hot dogs.
Oh, my God. That is huge.
Crispy hot fresh French fries.
This is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
How about a pizza? None better anywhere.
Hey, gang, it's been real. They say that all good things come to an end, but things are just getting started around here. That's right. There's no time like showtime, baby. So let's get this party started. Well, whoop-dee-doo. Hey, gang. Welcome. I'm Cliff Jablonski, the behind-the-scenes guy here at the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout, yeah. And I want to know one thing. Are you DTF? That's right. You know what I'm talking about. Are you down to Friday?
Hey, what's buzzing, cousins? I'm Grimm Gorri.
And I'm Janet Decay.
And you're watching
The Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout.
It's Friday night, and I'm feeling all right. We're feeling all right, yeah. And
it's a stormy night here in Cleveland.
Ooh,
a hot, humid, stormy night. So we're hot in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's wet and funky up in this mug, yeah. But you're going to chill out with us tonight and watch our 132nd episode. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, and we were going to play Grave of the Vampire, but we pushed it to the next episode. So we will play that movie. We're just going to play it later on.
So tonight,
what
are we showing?
We're going to play Little Shop of Horrors from 1960, the original, made by Roger Corman.
Yeah, not that remake with Rick Moranis, the Ghostbuster guy. Nah.
Not the musical one.
That one's pretty good. I finally saw that actually for the first time not too long ago, about a month ago.
Yeah.
For real. I
couldn't believe you never saw that movie, Grimm.
I didn't care to. This was my favorite version. I love this. It was a big favorite of mine as a wee ape watching the Big Chuck and Little John show, Houlihan and Big Chuck show. When they would show Little Shop, I was beside myself. It was like a special event.
You know, the original one I think is the best, but the musical's fun too.
Yeah, it's not bad. I did not like it, but I just didn't care to see it for some reason. But anyway.
Well, we have a fun show in store for you guys. We've got, the movie, of course.
My burps.
We've got his burps and farts. A prize giveaway.
Ooh, a prize giveaway?
Yes.
Yes.
So, last week we gave away a DVD, and that seemed to be really popular. A lot of people were interested in it. So we're going to give away another DVD from the Mummy and the Monkey archives.
Oh, who's the Mummy and the Monkey? Is that Marky Mark taking my spot over?
You know, he did try to audition.
In his Calvin Klein's, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't get the part.
So this is the Mummy and the Monkeys Mystery Monster movie. It's an episode that we put together in 2017.
Oh my.
It's a retro Mummy and the Monkey episode on DVD. And one lucky winner will win this tonight. For the people who did enter the drawing last week, you don't have to worry about sending another email. I still have your names in the Mummy bucket.
Ouch.
But if you're watching and you weren't part of last week's prize drawing, you can email us, themummyandthemonkey@gmail.com. And in the subject line, have it say monster for Mystery Monster movie.
I would say feed me.
Feed me?
Yeah.
Oh, for the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feed me.
Have it say feed me.
All right. Have some fun with it, all right?
Yes. And we will add your names to the Mummy bucket. And yeah, we will pick one lucky winner later tonight.
Yes. And like Janet said, we have a big show ahead of you for you tonight. We have the movie, the Roger Corman 1960 classic, Little Shop of Horrors. We also have a TV show, Time Travel. An interview that you did with Big Chuck and Little John, speaking to them from Goulardi Fest 2018. Yes. Kind of fits right in.
We miss Goulardi Fest.
Yes.
We hope they have it next year.
Yes, and I'm calling that Big Chuck and Little John Meet the Mummy.
Nice.
We have a Stasha Christmas skit. Hey, for Christmas in July. Right?
Awesome, Grimm.
Gonna have fun with that. What else we got? Oh, all kinds of fun stuff coming up. You just have to be here to find out what's going to happen. So.
Well, and when I was looking for another DVD to give away as a prize, I found some artwork that was sent to us.
Oh, that's right.
Or given to us. So we have our Mini Monster shout out coming up, and we do keep the artwork that the fans send us. And this was a drawing from Miss Isabella, one of the Mini Monsters that watches.
That's cool. I remember when she drew that.
Yeah, Miss Isabella, I still have your artwork.
Thank you, Isabella.
And I'm here with Putrid Petunia.
Hey, my name is Grimm Gorri. Oh, you mean this little critter right here?
Yeah, for the Mini Monster shout-out part.
This little type.
Miss Putrid Petunia sits with us, the zombie girl.
I must say a ripe type. P.U.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's smellier than you, Grimm.
I would say change her diaper, but I think she's been out of diapers for a few years at least. I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but hoy vey, woohoo! Anyway. Let's get on with the Mini Monster shout-outs.
Yes, are you going to do the Mini Monster?
Well, of course we have to.
Okay.
A 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Mini Monsters, Mini Monsters, roar, roar, roar!
Mini Monsters, here they are!
We've got Adrian and Julius!
Woohoo!
Nevaeh, Stephanie, Katana, Ariana.
Hi!
Dominic and Sienna.
Woohoo!
Hannah Banana.
Hey, Hannah Banana, how you doing?
Dario, Penny, Atticus, and Lil Kong. Hey there, guys. Miss Violet.
Hi, Violet.
Hi, Violet. Isabella, the artist.
Isabella.
Carly and Cassandra.
Oh, I like them too.
Eva and Mackenzie.
Hello.
Gabriel and Adeline.
Wow.
Taylor the Sailor. A Mac but no cheese.
That's right.
We have a new mini monster added to the list, Miss Charlotte.
Oh, wow.
Miss Charlotte really liked teenagers from outer space last weekend.
Is she the one that helped us figure out what wanted Louis to get better?
Yeah, she was hoping Louis would get better.
Yeah, when I accidentally turned Louis into a cat skeleton.
Yes.
We had to reverse the batteries, thanks to Naoko out there, our fan in Japan, who told us to reverse the batteries in the ray gun, and it turned Louis back into a flesh and fur kitty cat. It was great.
It did.
You had to be there.
So thank you, Charlotte. Dimitri, Lucy, Baby Joe.
Hi, Baby
Hello.
Joe.
Gabriel, Rachel, and Roxy.
Wow.
Mia, a.k.a. Scoop. Adam and Peanuts. And Araya.
Wow.
Wow, we've got a growing mini monster list.
That's mini monster list. It's getting long and growing. That's very cool.
And with any of the movies that we play, parental discretion is advised. You know, we try to keep it for most ages.
Yeah, there's a little bit, if you've seen this movie, there's some, disembodied stuff where he's feeding the plant stuff. Yeah. But I don't want to, spoilers.
It's up to the parents.
I used to like it as a kid, but I'm weird.
All right, now for the shout-outs for the grown-up monsters.
Oh, here we go with these guys and gals.
All right, Magic Macabre Mirror. Magic Macabre Mirror. Tell me, who be here? I see Doobs, Albert, Perry, Dane, Rance, Juliet, Shane, Patrick, Connie, Larry. Oh my God, Tony Beller, Naoko from Japan.
Naoko.
Parmesan
and no cheese, right?
Curtis, Joe, Sean, Casey, Tony, Paul, Bob, Raymond, Miss Nora, Francis, Perry, Jim, Matt, Joey Vento, Jess Seratu, Miss Diane, and Isabella.
Get it right.
Catherine and Greg, Jeremy, Daryl, Chuck, Miss Ellen. 125 of you guys watching out there in the comments. Thank you to everyone who's watching us live on Public Media Network.
That's right.
And thank you, Kenji, at Public Media Network.
And they can add that to their Roku, right? Public Media Network, if they want to watch us on their Roku.
Yeah, it's super easy. You can add it on your Roku, your Firestick, or Apple TV.
That's right. Hey, wow, we got a lot of show to go. Tonight's movie is in 4 farts only. It's a decent copy of the movie, and I think the last time he showed this was episode 48. So it's been a minute, almost 100 episodes ago.
And when we were playing it, I think we were having technical issues.
We did the first time, and then we got into a whole thing. I might have even just replayed the end, I think, one day or something. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes good tonight. But we'll see. Either way, we'll have a good time because everyone's here. Everyone's DTF, and of course, that stands for Down to Friday. Right here on the
Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
So here we go. Grab your nose. Here is part 1 of Little Shop of
My name is Sergeant Joe Fink, working the 24-hour shift out of homicide. And this is my workshop, the part of town that everybody knows about, but that nobody wants to see. Where the tragedies are deeper, the ecstasy's wilder, and the crime rate consistently higher than anywhere else.
Really?
Skid Row, my beat. most terrifying period in the history of my beat began in a little run-down floor shop called Mushnick's.
Good morning, Mrs. Shiva. How's things today?
Oh, the same as usual, Mr. Mushnick. My sister's nephew, Stanley, died in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, what happened?
He got blown up. Who knows how?
That's nice. Well, you would like, maybe as usual, some flowers for the funeral.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
I thought possibly, because I always give to you all my funeral business, maybe you should possibly give to me, a little cut rate.
Look on me, Mrs. Shiva. What am I, a philatelist?
Yes.
I sell on Skid Row nothing but cheap carnations. And I should give you a cut rate. I can't even afford water for the flowers. To my throat, I would be giving a cut.
I dreamt I dwelt in marble halls with vassals...
Get up from the back! Excuse me, Mrs. Shiva, that's Seymour.
He's a nice boy.
Why don't you let him see?
What, see? Look, here I got a new customer, brand new in the yellow vest. I should let the cleanup boy, but I can't even afford, chase him out right away.
You said it, Buster.
Flower as fresh as the springtime Mushnicks, hello? Oh, hello, Dr. Farb. What can I do for you today?
Listen, Mushnick, I haven't got much time. Send me over 2 gladiolas and the fern.
Excellent. That's 2 dozen glads, 1 potted fern.
No, Mushnick. 2 gladiolas and 1 fern.
You want I should put 2 gladiolas in the pot with the ferns?
No, 1 fern, 1 piece. Altogether, 3 pieces. I need it for my waiting room.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Filling out.
Good, I'll drill a bigger hole.
You mean you want 2 crummy gladiolas and 1 crummy fern? What kind of a decoration is that?
Listen, it's my flower budget for the week. Mushnick. Who can be a dentist on Skid Row?
All right, excellent. I'll send Seymour right away. Who am I to argue with science?
Make it snappy. Now you are going to get it. Oh, you are going to get it. Look.
Seymour Krellboyne? Yes. We were talking from the funeral flowers. What in the little...
Don't!
What funeral?
Did you call me Mr. Mushnick?
No. I was calling John D. Rockefeller to make a loan on my Rolls Royce.
Sorry I said it.
Now look, Seymour. You take 2 gladiolas. You'll cut them nice and even. You'll take 1 fern. You'll wrap them in a package, and you'll take them to Dr. Farr. Right? Well, go already!
Stop rushing me!
What can I do for you, sir?
My name is Burson Fouch.
Excellent. I am Gravis Mushnick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, who's going to get my roses?
I'll take care of you, Mrs. Shiva. Come right over here.
You would like maybe some orchids for a nice girl?
No, I think I'd like a couple of dozen carnations.
Carnations.
A person can't turn around these days that somebody shouldn't drop dead. You should have so many people kick off. You would have somebody fall on top of you, too.
What about the carnations?
You said you wanted some roses.
Yeah, for Stanley.
My carnations.
You should see what that Seymour is. Oh, here are your carnations. Wait, I'll wrap them for you.
No, that's all right. I'll leave them here.
Why not? Of course, what else? They are all right?
Well, I've had better.
Well, this is a small shop.
Oh, that's okay. You know, those big places, they're full of pretty flowers, expensive flowers. When you raise them for looks and smell, you're bound to lose some food value. I like to eat these little out-of-the-way places.
Such a thing, eating flowers.
Look, don't knock it until you try it, huh? Look what happened.
This is what I was trying to tell you before. Look on him, everybody. Look at the quality of his work. I ask you, when I fire him, where is he going to get such another good job?
You mean I'm fired?
No, I'm electing you president from the United States. Yes, you are fired.
Gravis, you can't do that.
Who can't?
I didn't mean it.
You didn't mean it. You never mean it. You didn't mean it the time you put up the bouquet with the get well card in the funeral parlor and sent the black lilies to the old lady in the hospital. You didn't mean it. But this time, I, Gravis Mushnick, mean it.
He means it.
But gee, Mr. Mushnick, don't I always try to do what's right? And I'm crazy about flowers. I like flowers almost as much as Audrey does.
Excellent, you're fired.
Why don't you give him a chance to resurrect himself?
I'd give him a chance to quit.
I ain't gonna quit.
You're a brave boy, you're fired.
But that ain't fair, Mr. Mushnick. You know what I'm doing? I'm working on a special surprise plant just for you. I'm growing a plant like you ain't never seen before.
Excellent. I can't even sell the plants I got in my shop. Out, you.
Now, wait a minute. He's got a new kind of plant you ought to look at.
I don't look on flowers, Mr. Yellow Vest. I got ancestors in the flower business for 200 years, but I got one shop on Skid Row, one stinking shop. I don't even like flowers.
No, you don't understand what I mean. Look, I've eaten in flower shops all over the world. And I've noticed that the places that have the most weird and unusual plants do the best business.
See?
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 What is this, a tango? All right. Explain me more.
Well, I remember one place that had a whole wall covered with poison ivy. And people came from miles around to look at that wall, and they stayed to buy.
The owner got rich.
No. He scratched himself to death in an insane asylum.
Oh, that was my cousin Harry.
All right. You go home and you get this fancy schmancy plant and you bring it back here. And if Mr. Yellow Vest Fouch says it's a draw, you still got a job. If he don't, out you go to both of you, right?
Don't worry, you'll like it. You'll see.
How far we finna walk, baby?
This is Radio KSIK. You've been listening to
What a
Music
dump.
for Old Invalids. Our next selection is entitled Sick Room Serenade.
Seymour, is that you?
Yeah, Ma.
Come in here, look at my tongue.
But, Ma, I already seen your tongue.
Have you no sympathy for your poor mother? Laughing at her and mocking her illness, and she's got one foot in the grave?
Oh, I didn't mean it.
Oh, you never mean it. Oh, come on, look at my tongue.
A tongue's a tongue, Ma. They all look the same to me.
Oh, did you stop at Dr. Mallard's and get the results of my tests?
Yeah, he said there's nothing wrong with you.
Oh, not Dr. Mallard. He's one doctor I thought would tell the truth.
He said you should be playing fullback for the Rams.
He wants me dead. I'll bet he's assistant coroner.
Ma, I gotta go.
And I know I've got my goiters coming back. I can feel it every morning after breakfast.
Yeah, that's when you take those great...
What you got, a little surprise for me?
Open it up and see.
All right. Dr. Slurp Saddle's famous tonic. Wait here. To be taken internally or externally for pain and neuritis, neuralgia, headache. If hit by a truck, call your physician. Alcoholic content, 98%. Oh, Seymour, you'll never know what this is going to do for me.
Roses are red, and how do you do? Drink 4 of these, and whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, I can feel that surge of warm health going through me already.
Look, Ma, I gotta get my plant and hurry back to the shop.
You mean that lousy weed out in the kitchen?
Yeah, and if Mr. Mushnick doesn't like it, he's gonna fire me.
Apparently, my hearing is going out on me. I get the distinct impression that your job security depends on what Mushnick thinks of that thing.
Gee, it looks worse than it did this morning when I went to work. I wish I knew what to do with it.
Well, if you asked me, I'd pitch it out in the trash. I don't like my house cluttered up with rotten vegetables.
Look, Ma, I gotta hurry. Can I bring you anything?
Oh, yeah. Bring me the evening news. They're running a self-diagnosis contest. The winner gets to go to Mayo Clinic.
Bye, Ma.
Bye, son. I'll see you the rosy edge of dawn. Drink to me, oh, feel with thine eyes, and I will...
Hey, put this on my bill.
It's me, it's Ernest C.
Well, here it is, everybody. What do you think of it?
Well, it sure is different.
It looks delicious, but don't you think it's kind of stale?
Well, it hasn't been feeling too well.
You call that a fancy plant? It looks like it never spent an LT day in its entire life.
I don't care. I like it anyway.
You like even skunk cabbage.
Yeah. What kind of a plant is this, Seymour?
Well, I'm not sure. I got the seeds from a Japanese gardener over on Central Avenue. He found them in with an order he got from a plantation next to a cranberry farm.
Fine, fine. You don't even know what is this plant you're growing.
Well, I gave it a name.
What name?
Oh, gee.
What? You gave it a dirty name? You can't even mention it?
Well, I named it Audrey Jr.
You named it after me. Oh, really? Well, that's the most exciting thing anyone's ever done to me.
You poor kid. I don't think it's so much I should keep on spending $10 a week on your salary.
But, Gravis, he named it after me.
I know, and if they keep it, they'll name it Mushnick's Folly because I'll be in jail for non-payment of taxes.
Are you crazy?
Who?
You. That's probably the only plant of its kind in the world. Don't you realize if Seymour can nurse that thing back to health, you'll have people coming here from all over?
You think so, you found?
I know so, you Mushnick. Now, that's all I'm saying on the subject. Besides, I've got to get home. My wife's making gardenias for dinner.
Good night, you pals.
Good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Crazy about kosher flowers.
You stick in the head.
He's a nice man.
Maybe he knows what he's talking about. Maybe he's not so stupid. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll keep you and this dumbbell junior for a week. If you can nurse it back to health, you both can stay. If you can't, you're both fired.
Oh, gee, thank you, Mr. Mushnick.
Don't feel sad, Seymour.
Don't waste your pity on me, Audrey. I'm not worth it.
Who says you're not?
Everybody.
Yeah, I know. But I think you're a fine figurative of a man, and I know that Audrey Jr. will be the sweetest thing in the whole wide world.
Well, I don't know. I've given it every kind of fancy fertilizer and atomic plant food and distilled mineral water you can buy, but it just gets sicker and sicker.
Don't worry. You're going to be another Luther Glendale.
Pasadena.
Burbank. Good night, Seymour.
Night, Audrey.
Nice girl, but about as sharp as a sack of wet mice.
What's the matter, little plant? Haven't I done everything I could for you? Where did I goof? You're the first little plant I ever tried to grow, and if you die, I don't know what I'll do. Please don't die.
What the hell? Who are you talking to?
I'll get you some water, okay?
Okay.
Oh, gee. You opened up just like you do every night at sunset. I wish I knew how to make you grow. Here, let me move this out of your way so you can breathe. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Hey, what happened? How come you woke up? Blood? You like blood?
Damn right.
Oh, you must be kidding. Well, we'll see. You don't know what I'm doing for you. Ow! Oh, who would have thought it? Well, I guess there's just no accounting for people's taste.
Hey, I'm Brandon. And I'm Tyler. And you're watching the Mummy and the Monkey Hairy Scary Hangout.
All right, that was good.
All right, I am here with two Cleveland legends, Big Chuck and Little John, hanging out at Ghoulardi Fest.
Are they coming to those legends? Are they? Where they at? Oh, you're talking about us?
It's you, silly.
Oh, it's us. Oh.
Aww.
I can't believe it.
I mean, I grew up watching you. I'm such a fan ghoul, and I'm nervous standing here in front of these two. But Monkey Man interviewed you guys a few years ago, and I wanted to ask you some questions.
Okay.
So out of the 2,000 skits that you guys have done, and you've been on TV for over 40 years, is there Is there a skit that you wish you could have done? Like, is there a skit that you never got to finish?
No, not that. You gotta understand, we have over 2,000 skits. Okay, I wrote 6. So Chuck wrote the other 1,994. So I'm tapped out. I can't think of another one.
What about you, Chuck? Is there a skit that you wish you could still do or work on in the future?
You mean redo?
No, a new one.
A new one?
That we never finished.
You know, over the years, I was so used to thinking of stuff because I had to think of a skit every week. So that sort of wore down. But every so often I get an idea and then I'd say, it's not good enough. Make a long story short, over the years I got about 10 real good ones up here. And I swear...
We can't get them out though.
When you get 84, it doesn't work right. I mean, I got 10, and like tomorrow I'll say, I never said that. But
Aw. Now, did you guys have a favorite skit that you like to do? One that really stood out, or one that was hard to film?
Well, for me it would be Troglodytes, which was with Bertha Butt. That was like my 4th skit I ever did. That's 50 years old almost. And that was like the springboard that put me on like regular on TV. So I'd have to say that one.
Troglodytes is a great musical thing. Is that right? Yeah.
He won't say it. He won the first local Emmy ever given away in Cleveland, Ohio. And it was with King the Wonder Dog, which was a skit that he did with King the Wonder Dog. So that would probably be his favorite skit too. Yeah.
King the Wonder Dog got the very first skit, what do you call it? Emmy, in Ohio. Yeah, so.
Awesome, guys. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for talking with us.
And can you say you're watching the Mummy and the Monkey Show?
You're watching the Mummy and the Monkey Show.
Mwah, bye.
Me. Looks like the audio's full blast. Hey, folks, welcome back to the
Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
Hope you're enjoying tonight's monster movie, The Little Shop of Horrors, the 1960 Roger Corman classic, that is.
Yes, and for being a B movie, this is actually a really good movie.
I love it. It's written well. A lot of funny jokes, a lot of them dated. I mean, they've used the same jokes since then over and over, but you got to remember, this is the 1960s, so they're a little fresher then, okay?
Yeah.
So now it's time for a segment that we put together because, we like to try new snacks and food here on the Hairy Scary Hangout because, let's face it, late night TV, horror-hosted shows go hand in hand or hand in mouth with snack foods, right? So we were doing that at first, right? We were kind of trying new snack foods. And then we thought, hey, let's combine that for our, dislike of movie factoids, which every horror host movie show does, okay? But we thought, hey, we can choke down the factoids with a tasty snack. So let's combine them. Sort of a peanut butter and chocolate and my peanut butter thing that we like to call Snack Toys!
Snack Toys!
The Mummy and the Monkey Snack Toys. New yummy snacks, old movie facts.
There we go. And then today's snack, they do not endorse us. We just wanted to try them. Since, when you watch a cheesy B movie, a lot of people like to have drinks and snacks or their pizza. We picked out this time sea salt popcorn from Aldi.
Oh, it's a brand. What's the brand name?
Or Simply Nature Organic Sea Salt Popcorn. So let's give it a try. I do love popcorn.
And while we try this snack, we're going to, Janet's going to give you a little information about tonight's movie, some factoids, if you will.
Yeah, so here, you have some first, Grimm.
Again, in this case, snack toys.
Snack toys. Let's try this popcorn. Oh, I'm spilling it everywhere.
It's very good. Can't go wrong with popcorn, can you? Well, you can, like Jiffy Pop. I can never pop that right. I always burn it.
It's salty, but not too salty.
All right, delicious, yeah.
It's like just the right amount of salt.
I would buy that again.
What are you guys snacking on? Put it in the comments.
Yeah, what are you snacking on tonight? Let us know. And while you snack, Janet, do your thing. Let's hear the snack toys about tonight's movie, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, so Roger Corman made this movie in 1960, and he used the same set as Bucket of Blood.
Right.
The set was going to get torn down in a few days, so they were in a hurry to get this movie done. This movie, Little Shop of Horrors, was filmed in only 2 days.
2 days?
2 days, yes.
Sometimes I'm on the toilet for 2 days. That's impossible.
Chuck Griffith wrote the script. It was 98 pages. So this whole cast and crew and all of this stuff, they had to film in 2 days, 98 pages worth of script and dialogue and everything. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy, man. How do you get through all that? I can't even memorize 2 lines, let alone 98 pages of dialogue. Some people are out there saying Albert says he's snacking on Yinling Light.
He's drinking his snack.
Oh, okay. That counts.
So
Jennifer Delane says nacho cheese Doritos are her favorite. I like those too.
this was also one of Jack Nicholson's first films. I think it might have been like the second movie he was ever in. And he was like still young and like getting into acting back in the day.
Jack Nicholson, also known as the Tim Burton Batman movies Joker. Remember that?
Yeah.
This town needs an enema.
He made a great Joker.
He was great. He was one of
I
the
love
best.
the Tim Burton Batman movies.
I do too. Well, the first 2 are really good. Then they get kind of...
Well, he only made 2.
Well, the Tim Burton ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
the Tim Burton ones.
I think meant the French fries from the early French fries. I mean the franchise. I know the word.
So we know the movie set was torn down after they filmed it. Right. I don't know if there's any other movie props that were saved from the first movie. Like,
that's right.
Like Audrey 2, if someone out there has the plant saved.
Yeah, so we asked, there's someone watching tonight, his name is Joey Vento. He is the curator of the Haunted Barn Museum. It's got a bunch of cool old horror movie props in there, kind of like what Forrest Ackerman used to do. I like a bunch of old movie props. And we asked him in the chat, but don't know if you saw it. So if you didn't see it, Joey, we were wondering out there if you know if there's any surviving props from this particular movie, the like the Audrey Jr. plant, any of the versions of it. I don't know. You would know. We don't know, but you might know.
So if there's any movie buffs, movie experts out there, put it in the comments. Yeah, we don't know if there's any original props from Little Shop of Horrors that were saved all these years.
Or have they all
maybe
gone to the landfill or turned to dust? Who knows? But that stuff always makes intrigues me. Like, has anything survived these movies? But because someone took a lot of time in creating these props, they're pretty cool.
They are.
All right, so
that was.
Well, let me just say those snack toys were fun and delicious. Thank you, Janet, for your exculpatory commentary on tonight's movie. We liked it, and we'll keep doing our snack toy segment every time we do a show.
And if there's a snack that you guys recommend we try, put it in the comments, and we'll see if we can pick it up at our local giant Igor grocery store.
Darn tootin', or wherever we shop. That's
or wherever we can go. Yeah.
Where we need to go pick it up, because there's some stuff you can only get at certain places. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, or say, don't you know? Okay, so we're gonna move on to part 2 of Little Shop, and here we go. We're gonna see what becomes of Audrey Jr. and oh boy, it just gets crazy from here, folks. So strap yourself in. Here we go for part 2 of Little Shop of Horrors. Let it roll, baby. Let it roll.
Woohoo!
Look on him, Audrey. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he delicious? Isn't he got the $2 raise? What happened to your fingers?
Bee stings. So how come I'm all of a sudden so wonderful?
5 bees, 1 for each finger?
10 bees. Did you say I was getting a $2 raise?
Correct, my very excellent Seymour. 10 bees.
What did I do now?
Don't you know what you did? Just look.
Oh, boy, look at that. It grew. It's almost a foot long.
Isn't it empirical?
It grows like a cold sore from the lip.
Hey!
Oh, hello, young pretty ladies. What can Gravis Mushnik do for you?
Well, we saw your sign outside.
About the Audrey Jr.
So we thought we'd come in and take a look.
Well, give a look.
That makes 4 people today who've come in just to look at it.
Oh, Dick, Shirley. Is that just too much? Oh, what kind of plant is it?
It's an Audrey Jr.
Where was it you got in trouble with 10 bees?
Well, is that all? I mean, doesn't it have a scientific name?
Yes, of course, but who could denounce it? You would like maybe to buy something.
Well, we don't have any money.
Except $2,000.
But that's just to spend on flowers.
So we don't have any of our own.
Isn't that a drag?
You got just $2,000 just to spend on flowers?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Who died? The Chamber of Commerce?
Well, we're from Cucamonga High School.
We're building a float
For the Rose Bowl parade.
which is made out of flowers.
Thousands of them.
And we're on the committee
That picks the florist.
and then glues on the flowers.
Gee, that sure is a mad plan.
Yeah,
huh?
baby. Yeah.
You invented it.
He did.
Thousands of girls, please don't damage the horticulturist. Tell me, how come you don't buy all these thousands of flowers from Gravis Mushnik? My flowers got something the others don't.
What's that?
They're cheap.
Well, gee, if your shop is good enough to develop the Audrey Jr., I guess it can get us everything we need. Yeah, we'll talk it over with the rest of the committee.
Excellent.
Well, we gotta run now. Bye, all. Bye, Cesar.
Bye. Bye, girls.
Adios, amigos.
A son. A son. Look, Audrey. I got a son.
Well, isn't that special?
Gee, Mr. Mushnik.
What, Mr. Mushnik? I don't want you should call me Mr. Mushnik anymore. I want you should call me Dad.
Okay, Dad.
Isn't that beautiful?
Seymour Krellboyne, come over here, my son. I want to talk on you about the future. Look on this Flytrap. Look on it. Soon we got no more Skid Row. We will be rich, us. I am building for you a giant greenhouse in which you are making impossible flowers, which in turn I am selling at ridiculous prices in my giant new flower saloon in Beverly Hills. Do you see that big sign in the sky?
No!
It is saying Gravis Mushnik in French.
Isn't it exciting? And we'll have an orchestra right by the cash register. And Gravis will wave his arms, and the orchestra will play Mendelssohn's Spring Song. And I'll come out in a gown wrapped by somebody expensive and say,
The carnations are $600 a dozen, 2 dozen for 1,000.
It's a bargain.
get 'em while they last.
Stop shouting! My Uncle Mosh's brother Yankel just passed away, Tenafly, New Jersey. Tell me, how much are the carnations today?
The carnations are $600 a dozen.
And why are they letting him run around loose?
Please excuse my son, Mrs. Shiver. Just point to anything in the store and it is yours.
I mean,
That's right.
the cash register, maybe?
Oh, get out of
Wait
here!
a minute. Here are several dozen carnations on the house, courtesy of Gravis Mushnik, the Bloom Tycoon.
That's my dad.
Thanks. Thanks very much. Only tell me, why are you so happy? Not only did my Uncle Mosh's brother Yankel die, Tenafly, New Jersey, you should also give some flowers to that put that plant there. Good morning, Mr. Mushnik. Good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Shiver.
Look what happened to my plant, Dad.
Who are you calling Dad? Who?
Oh, no. And it was so beautiful just a few seconds ago.
Excellent. Just a few seconds ago, I gave away dozens of carnations free to Mrs. Shiver.
I didn't mean it.
You have perhaps an explanation.
No, but if you give me a minute, I'll think of one.
I can see it all now. We are in the poorhouse. That big sign in the sky, it is reading, Seymour Krellboyne, rest in peace, in Arabic.
Oh, you've got to give him another chance.
You promised me a week, Mr. Mushnik. I'll sit up all night with that plant. It'll be healthy in the morning. You'll see. I promise. I promise.
I never drink. Why?
Feed me. Feed me. Feed me.
Who said that? You said that. You said that.
Feed me.
You said that. You can talk. I got a talking plant. Say it again.
Feed me.
Oh, boy. I never been to college and I ain't been around much. But I'd have been willing to bet there ain't no such thing as a talking plant. But I'll take your word for it. Gee, Junior, I'd like to feed you. But I used up all my fingers. Look at me, I'm all cut to pieces. But maybe I can find another drop here someplace. That's the best I can do.
More.
But I'm already anemic.
Feed me more.
Gee, Junior, I'd be happy to give you anything I got. But I gotta keep a little blood for myself or I'll be in worse shape than Mom. I'm sorry, Junior. Well, I'll go for a walk. Maybe I'll think of something.
This looks extraordinarily bad.
You're dead meat, Pilgrim.
It was terrible. It was just terrible. I'll never get over it as long as I live.
Chowhound. Don't bother me. I got problems of my own.
Feed me.
I'm sorry, pal. I'm fresh out of blood. Talk to somebody else.
I'm hungry.
I don't care what you are. Can't you see I'm knocked out? I just killed a man. I'm a murderer. You think it's fun to be a murderer? You think it's fun to haul around a sack full of
food?
Oh, no, Junior. What kind of guy do you think I am?
I'm starved.
Well, maybe just a snack.
I think we're getting into a weird area here.
That looks great.
This is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
Now, that is what I call a salad. What do you call that salad?
Caesarean.
Well, before the next course, I think I'll have a nice cigar. All right? You would like maybe a cigar? You don't smoke cigars.
You better give up them cigarettes, buddy, or the groundhogs will be bringing you your mail. Know what I mean?
You know what I found? I'm looking for the matches, and I found I left the money in the other suit.
Yeah, right. Here's your mock chicken legs.
You don't have any money?
I dope you dingbat, will you?
So what else is new?
All right. I made a mistake. After all, a man is entitled.
Go on, this is your story. I'll wait for the punch.
Don't get smart with me, girlie. I'll have you know that in my shop in the cash register, I'm having the total day's receipts, which is summing up to more than $9. You'll bring the rest of the food, then I'll go to the shop and get the money.
You're playing my favorite song. Now look here, Buster.
One of you is going to go down right now and get the loot, while the other one stays here until the first one gets back, if you get what I mean.
Oh, fine. In this fancy schmancy restaurant, you are holding hostages, right?
All right.
Why do you say things that you know will hurt me?
You eat up, Audrey. I'll be back in a flash with the cash.
Bye, Gravis.
To be jolly.
This you gotta see to believe.
You flush now, right?
Bring me whiskey, rum, wine, gin, bourbon.
What?
Scotch, rye, tequila, sake, Manischewitz.
Did you bring the money?
Don't bug me with the money. I got to get drunk now.
What flipped him?
I don't know.
Look, here, take it. Bring me anything. Bring me everything. Creme de mint. Everything you got.
Okay.
Gravis, what happened?
Don't ask.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ghosts I could handle. Don't ask.
Why don't you tell me? Maybe I could help you.
Help you couldn't.
Try and eat something. It'll calm your aggravation.
In mine own shop. Audrey, you wouldn't believe it.
I wish you'd break out and tell me.
All right, I'll tell you tomorrow, right after I am telling the police.
But Mushnick didn't come to the police. If he had, that might have been the finish of the unhappy story. It was not.
Hi, Gravis. $85 worth of business already, and we barely opened.
What did I tell you? You wouldn't be interested in selling a half interest in this place, huh?
Mr. Mushnick, we talked to the committee, and they said we could use your flour. On the float. And guess what? We're going to feature Audrey Jr. Right on top.
Boy.
Can't you just picture it?
I can picture it.
Oh, won't the people just eat it up?
Eat up the people.
And we're going to have the big part of it open, so she can sit in it.
Who?
The queen, with her crown and scepter. She'll be so cute. Oh, you could just eat her up.
Eat up the girl.
Oh, there's Seymour! Oh, Seymour!
I got a toothache. Leave me alone.
Come
Oh, my
see.
jaw, I got a toothache. It hurts. Oh, let go of my jaw. Oh, my jaw. Oh.
Now, Seymour, talk on me.
I got a toothache. What do you want to talk about?
That plant, is that a nice subject for to talk?
The plant is great. It's 4 times bigger than it was yesterday.
I saw. How come the plant is now so big?
Oh, I don't know. But look at all them people out there. We only been open a half hour, and we already done $70 worth of business.
85. Now, look, Seymour. You gave this plant a fancy name, Audrey Jr., but I want to know right now, what do just people call it?
Well, it's a cross between a Butterworth and a Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap. And what are the habits of this Venus flytrap?
Well, the book says it eats insects. It eats them 3 times in its life, and then it's full grown.
Excellent. And how many times is this one eat?
Well, once or twice.
You don't remember?
Well, this is kind of an unusual type flytrap.
That is a possibility.
It may never eat again. I don't see how it could get any bigger.
Then you think it don't need any more flies?
Yeah. Oh, my tooth is just killing me.
All right, excellent. You run along to the dentist. I'll take care of things here.
Thanks, boy.
Gravis, we've got to order more flowers. Tons of them.
You feel dirty, don't you?
I'm making lots of money.
Christmas time is here. Time for joy and time for beers. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Pretty strong there. That backwash is killer. Let's see. Put this bow on top of there. That present is all done. And I gotta wrap these things up. Rats, I'm out of wrapping paper. Hey, Stasha, get your dopesky in here. Hey, Stasha, ooh, I like that Christmas bling bling you got there. Look at that, bling bling bling, literally, yeah. Boy, I love Christmas time, don't you, Stasha? I mean, the smell of kibasi and sauerkraut filling the air, all the fuzzy, warm memories. I love it. And just like every Christmas holiday, you have tree duty. That's right, yeah. Now remember, the 3 main things that do in the tree. You gotta trim the tree, skirt the tree, and put the star on the top of the tree. Yeah, you got that? Good, good, good. High five. All right, yeah. Now I gotta beat feet to the gray drugstore to pick up some more wrapping paper to finish up my present gift wrapping, all right? I gotta wrap up these cheese doodly things. I don't know about that. But anyway, so why don't you make like Michael Jackson and beat it, and I'll see you in a little bit, all right? Okay, there's Scram Ham. All right. Gotta go to the store. Oh, pick up some more beers, too. Yep. Hard work's never done. Oh, wow. Real nice going, Stasha. Good work. Messy. You did everything according to Christmas tradition here in the Talarski household. Yeah, love it. Yeah, you trim the tree. Look how nice you trimmed that tree. Not a branch on there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And you skirted the tree. It's very nice, too. Nice gold lame, I think that is. I wonder what that would fit me. Just kidding. Yeah. And, of course, the best thing, the #1 thing. You put the star on top of the tree. Look at that. But I just got one thing to say. I mean, I think you've been watching too much of that Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. Yeah, I mean, John Saxon, really? Oh, well. There's always next year. But good going this year, Stasha. Always a pleasure, and that's right. And we want to wish you all out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's right. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for joy and time for beers. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ooh, we are back, we are back, we are back. Jane and Jack. Welcome back, everyone, to the
Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
And look what you brought us. You brought us in something that we had gotten from the Botanical Center up the street here, right?
Yeah.
You picked up one of these. These are very rare.
It's a very rare plant, and I guess I was told instead of flies, it eats flamingos. It's a rare Venus flytrap. Well, a flamingo flytrap from Parma.
Oh, it's indigenous. Now, I paid a lot of money for that word, so I'm going to use it twice. It's indigenous only to the Parma area here in Ohio. So
yes,
look at that, northeast Ohio.
I put a flamingo there. Poor thing. Sorry, flamingo.
And it's even more specific to that because it only eats flamingos that are lawn flamingos, but only lawn flamingos that were used on the original, the Ghoul set.
Yeah, it's a very picky
from the Ghoul
plant.
show. Yeah.
And he's not eating yet. I think he's a little shy because he's on camera and everything.
Are you assuming it's gender by saying he?
Well, you're right, I should ask first.
That's right.
I should see what the plant associates as.
But we don't know if this one talks or not, so during the break we're going to have to ask it what it is, and then we can address it accordingly. But
well, maybe
for now,
this one will talk like Audrey, too.
Look, I'm just trying to be hip, that's all.
Yeah, we have to, be considerate of things.
Even these plants. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Anyway. So hope you're enjoying tonight's movie so far. I know we are. This is one of my favorite, B movies, public domain type movies that are out there.
Yes.
It's written well. I think the jokes are funny,
It is fun.
A little corny, but it is a lot of fun. And again, I mentioned this before, kind of hard for me to put the sound effects in this movie because they, there's a lot of call and response. They set the joke up, they do the punchline. So anything I would have dropped in, unless it's a fart or a burp or something like that, they say. I mean, I have a lot of sound bites that are pretty much what they say as the punchline. So it's
a very well written movie.
I think so. Yeah, for what it is, it's awesome.
It's a well written B movie.
So
a lot of fun jokes.
Now we know what's up with that plant. We know Gravis Mushnik knows what's up with that plant. So if you haven't seen this movie, stay tuned because it is really interesting, different than the original or than the remake.
And we have a prize giveaway going on.
Prize giveaway.
So we're gonna give out to one lucky winner at the end of the night.
Or unlucky, depending on how you look at it.
Whatever you think it may be, lucky or unlucky, one person will win at the end of the night a Mummy and the Monkey Mystery Monster Movie DVD, and you can email us to at themummyandthemonkey@gmail.com, and in the subject line have it say "Feed me."
Feed me.
Now, if you did send us an email last week, have no fear. Your name is still
here.
Your name is here. It's in my it's in my mummy bucket.
Have no fear. Your name is here.
Yeah, I messed that up.
That's okay.
But if you did not email us last week, I will write your name down and add it to the mummy bucket tonight.
That's right. You have a second chance to enter tonight's drawing. Yeah, and it'll be a lot of fun. We'll do the winner pick at the end of the show. But yeah, so what do we have on slate now? Oh, we're gonna go through where we're gonna, what we're doing, where we're gonna be.
Yeah, promotional whatnot.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Hawk our wares, our appearances. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let me get that off of there.
Yeah.
And let's go right to the stills. And you know we always open up with. All right, give us a second.
Sorry about that, guys.
Let me add the audio.
Thank you for saying something in the comments. Yeah, we just have to make an adjustment in the settings.
The thing with this thing is I checked the audio for most of these things, but I think when we reset it, it just...
You have to redo it again, yeah.
When you unplug that camera, I think it screws everything up. So let me go back to the stills and give me a second. I'll only take a second.
Okay.
All right, now we're on. Okay, oh boy.
All right, there we go. So
let me start this over again.
What Grimm said earlier that you didn't hear.
That's right.
We'll be on the Big Bad Bee Movie Show. We have a skit on there Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Leopold and Lenora host the show. It's on WUAB Channel 43 or on their website.
That's right. And now moving on. There we go. Here we go.
And for the next one.
Hey, our first public appearance this year?
Our first public appearance for 2021.
Yes.
We're going to be, next Saturday, we will be at the Cinema Wasteland one-day collectible show and retro double feature movie night.
Woohoo!
Yes, for just $5, you can hang out and shop and talk with the guests there, and you get to watch some B movies later.
That's 2 B movies they're going to show later on that night. You can go out and have some dinner, but after the vending show, and then come back and watch not 1 but 2 16mm old 50s sci-fi movies. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you get to hang out with us. Come join us, join us, join us, and then. We won't be here, but we might be there in a way. We might go actually shop it, but we wanted to promote the Haunted Garage Sale. That's right. Hearst Cruisin', Saturday, July 31st, 2021, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. 303 Calhoun Road in Bay Village, Ohio. Check it out. I think we're going to try to, we were asked if we could appear there, but we're going to do a show the night before, so we just want to be all in.
We may or we might visit and shop a little bit.
But you might not recognize.
Yeah, we might not be there the whole time, but we're just helping a friend to promote it.
Yes, if you should definitely check this out. Sounds like a lot of fun. And if you can't get enough Mummy and the Monkey, a Friday night isn't enough for you. Hey, you could check out our live streaming Living the Scream podcast.
Yes, it's the official Mummy and the Monkey podcast, resellers by day, horror hosts by night. So we talk about both aspects. And that's on our YouTube channel, The Mummy and the Monkey.
That's right. We switched up the format to where we're actually doing a live stream on our set here in our alter ego. So check that out. We do it arbitrarily. It could be a Wednesday, could be a Tuesday, could be a Thursday. We don't know. All right. And we're selling stuff. That's right. We got to make money to feed the flamingos and the plants here. So we have a Teespring account.
Yes, we have a Teespring store. We have t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies.
And other goodies.
Other goodies. And the link is on themummyandthemonkey.com, or you can write it down. It's on the screen that you see right now. And there's different colors to choose from, different sizes, and it supports the channel. It supports our videos, supports what we do.
That's right. So please consider at least checking it out. And keep checking back because we'll have different designs and stuff coming in the next couple of weeks here. And then immediately after the Hairy Scary Hangout, we change the VHF to UHF dial and go to our YouTube channel to do the Hairy Scary Hangover. Ooh, explain that to him, Janet.
The Hairy Scary Hangover is our after-party talk show. It's a live chat show where we talk with you guys, the fans, after we wrap up things here on Facebook.
That's right. It's always a lot of fun, and I don't know what's on the agenda for tonight, but it's always turns out to be a fun hangout, little after show type of thing where we unwind and, kind of just chat it up with you, free form on our YouTube channel.
Show and tell will
That's
be
right.
part of the discussion topic.
That's going to be a lot of fun, yeah.
We have such sights to show you.
Yeah, so hang in there. We still got more show to go. We have What Do You Do's coming up. We have, I don't know, what else? I got to see what we got in store. TV show time, travel, all that kind of fun stuff. So much show to go. But, yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. And why prolong the agony? Let's get, actually, the agony is a little sweet tonight. It's not too bad.
Well, let's play part 3 of Little Shop of Horrors. And while the movie's playing, maybe we could get this guy to eat the flamingo. Maybe he won't be so shy.
Come on, don't be shy, little guy here. Or I'm sorry, not see.
Or
I did it. What? I dropped my mouse. It ate the mouse.
Oh, no. There we
go. Got it. All right. Thanks, Janet. You're welcome. All right, I gotta get a mouse that doesn't fall like that. All right, here we go,
Your
everybody.
mouse grew feet and ran away.
I'll fart 3 coming at you. Here we go.
Oh, come on, little buddy, eat.
Ah, little guy or girl.
Don't waste away.
That'll teach you to keep your bill up to date, you deadbeat. Go ahead and run, you sniveling dog. Go ahead and run. I'm glad I heard you. I'm glad. Seymour, got a bad tooth, huh?
No, I thought this was the men's room.
Seymour, come back here, you bad dog. You get in there. So, you are the young man who ruined my gladiolas, huh? Sit down. Come on.
Guess what?
My tooth stopped hurting. Yes, I know. Let's see. Shut up and open up. Uh-huh. Does that hurt?
Yeah!
Good, you haven't felt anything yet. Uh-huh.
Hey, get over here!
Seymour, who was the dentist here, you or me? I'll find that tooth. Huh? Look at that stalagmite. But don't worry, it's going to be an easy one, Seymour. I won't even use Novocaine.
Oh, you broke the mirror in my mouth.
Well, don't tell me about it, stupid. Just swallow it. All right, yes. Let's see now, Seymour. Let's see, I'll have this one, and that one, and I have to have this one, Seymour.
It's only one tooth.
Seymour, who is the dentist here, you or me? Are you practicing dentistry without a license? No. All right. Let's see. Oh, shh. Seymour, don't be mad. Look at that. Will you look at that, Seymour? I didn't know you were an elk. You know, I can't afford an assistant. So I get this ready instant mix. It doesn't last very long, but it tastes good. All right, Seymour.
Oh, stay away from me.
Seymour.
You're trying to kill me.
A duel. Aha.
Oh!
My ovaries.
Here's Johnny.
Is this doctor's office? Just a minute. Oh, yes. I see it is. You can come in now.
You have to ask me nicely.
My name is Wilberforce. Wilberforce what? Just Wilberforce. My first name is Wilbur. My last name is Force. I don't have a middle name. Well, you have an appointment, maybe? No, but you were very highly recommended to me by one of your patients, Mrs. S. Shiva. I do a lot of undertaking for her relatives. Well, as you can see, I have a customer now, and I'm all booked up for the rest of the day, so you'll have to come back tomorrow. Oh, I couldn't do that. I have 3 or 4 abscesses, a touch of pyorrhea, 9 or 10 cavities. I lost my pivot tooth, and I'm in terrible pain. Well, I can't help you today. Oh, that's all right. I'll just wait outside.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
The patient came to me with a large hole in his abdomen, caused by a fire poker used on him by his wife. He almost bled to death and gangrene had set in. I didn't give him much of a chance. There were other complications. The man had cancer, tuberculosis, leprosy, and a touch of the grip. I decided to operate. My patient just left. You could come in now. Oh, goody. I didn't see the other man leave. Well, he went out the back door.
Get out of my way, son. You're using my oxygen. You know what I mean?
You know, most people don't like to go to the dentist, but I rather enjoy it myself, don't you? I mean, there's a real feeling of growth, of progress when that old drill goes in. I mean, I'd almost rather go to the dentist than anywhere, wouldn't you? Yeah. Now, no Novocaine. It dulls the senses. This is gonna hurt you more than it is me. Oh, goody, goody, here it comes. Oh, my God, don't stop now! Well, I made a lot of holes, and now I gotta fill it up with this here silver stuff. Well, aren't you gonna pull any? Well, oh, go on. Well, it's your mouth.
Oh, I got a live one here.
Well, Dr. Favre, it's been quite an afternoon. I can truly say I've never enjoyed myself so much. I'll recommend you to all my friends. Thank you. Bye. Bye now.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Oh, take it easy, Dracula. What do you think I'm carrying here, my dirty laundry? I'm coming already. This should be enough for anybody. Well, goodbye, Dr. Favre. You may have been a crummy dentist, but you were a nice fella. I never meant to kill anybody in my whole life. I've killed 2 in the last 2 days.
You're despicable.
You asked for it coming after me with that knife and all. Fun voyage, Dr. Favre. You want anything else? See you in the morning.
Come in.
Hey, Joe.
Come on in, Frank.
How's the wife, Frank?
Not bad, Joe.
Glad to hear it. The kids?
Lost one yesterday.
Lost one, eh? How'd that happen?
Playing matches.
Well, those are breaks.
Yeah, I guess so.
Got a strange one here. Railroad people say they lost one of their best detectives the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Down by the yards. He was watching the refrigerator cars.
Refrigerator cars?
Ice thieves.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
Don't know. Vanished. Blood on tracks.
Clues?
None.
Anything else?
Dennis. Farb.
Dead?
Missing.
Clues?
Blood in office.
Where?
Skid Row.
Ideas?
None.
Check it out.
Yeah.
You're spending the night with Fred Jarvin, male prostitute.
Now we were on the case. Officer Frank Stooley and me. My name is Fink. Sergeant Joe Fink. I'm a Fink.
Morning, Mr. Mushnick. Oh, boy, look at that.
Hi, everybody. Oh, my gosh.
Ain't it something?
It's monstrositous.
Yeah.
And to think that you did it.
Gee, Audrey, you don't have to kiss me.
Don't you like me to kiss you?
Yeah, but you don't like to kiss me.
Why shouldn't I?
Nobody else ever did.
Well, I do like to.
You do? You really do? You like to kiss me?
Sure I do.
Would you like to kiss me again?
Okay.
That plan? Oh, boy, you kiss good, Audrey.
Oh, I guess I just have a good kisser.
How did it?
Would you like to go out on a date with me some night?
No.
Oh, sure I would, Seymour. Anytime.
Oh, boy.
About that plant.
We got the list of flowers for the float, for the Rose Parade.
I can't talk to you now, girls. Talk on Audrey.
We got the list for the float.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
Okay.
Hi, what's cooking?
Look at my plant.
My, what a large one.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Shiva. What's new?
Oh, I got terrible news.
What's that?
My nephew Frankie just lost his little boy.
Oh, that's too bad. How did it happen?
He was playing with matches.
Would you like to buy maybe some flowers?
About 50 cents worth.
Well, I'll get them for you. Look at my plant.
I'm looking.
Your name Gravis Mushnick?
Look, I'm a Mushnick Gravis. That's my name.
Just want to ask you a few questions.
Questions, ask me.
Just want to ask you a few questions.
I didn't do it.
Do what?
Whatever.
Ever see this man?
Man, see picture.
Why are you so nervous?
You got a guilty conscience?
No, why should I?
Ever see this man?
Man, see the picture. Dr. Farb.
So you know him?
My dentist. He maybe did something.
Disappeared.
Blood in his office.
The other man, too. Blood in the railroad tracks.
And few spare parts.
Dr. Farb is murdered.
Is he?
No, who knows? Not me.
What do you think?
He doesn't know anything.
Okay, Mushnick. If you hear anything about these men, call our office.
Sure, I'll be glad to cooperate with the police.
Hello, Aunt Sitting.
Oh, isn't it terrible what happened to your boy, Frankie?
Those are the brakes.
All right, Seymour. Now, you tell me if that plant is finished all grown up.
He's finished all growing up.
You wouldn't kid your father.
My father came home?
Me, idiot! It's a figure of speech. Now, look. I can't stand any more of that plant. It's growing me out of house and home.
Well, it ain't gonna grow anymore, I promise.
How can you be so sure?
It ate 3 times already.
What did it eat this time?
Well, about 1 million Japanese beetles.
So don't eat no more.
Oh, that's remarkable.
You like?
Oh, I neither like nor dislike anything, my goodness. I happen to represent the Society of Silent Flower Observers of Southern California.
How about that?
Tell me, who created this magnificent bloom?
I did, me.
And what might your name be?
Seymour Krelboyne with a K.
Krellboyne.
Krellboyne.
Raised it in a coffee can.
This? Well, tell me, Mr. Krellboyne, is this a freak, or can more be raised from the seas?
We should live so long.
Well, I don't think there are going to be any more, Miss,
Fuschtwanger. Mrs. Hortense Fuschtwanger.
I think this is going to be the only one, Mrs. Fishswinger.
Fuschtwanger.
Fuschtwanger?
It's probably indigestible anyway.
At any rate, I have the honor to tell you, Seymour Krellboyne, that you have been selected to receive the annual trophy of the Society of Silent Flower Observers of Southern California.
A trophy? Me?
Such is justice.
Tell me, when do you suppose those large buds will open?
Well, according to what the book says about the plants that I crossed, they should open day after tomorrow at sunset.
Ah, very well. Then I shall return at that time to present the trophy. Good day. Remarkable.
Oh, boy, I'm going to get a trophy.
Oh, Seymour, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, a real trophy for Andre Jr. We can put it on the float. In the Rose Parade.
Oh, boy.
Glutton, you. Tonight I keep an eye on you. I don't let nobody get near you.
Damn right.
I didn't want anything without spamming it.
Feed me. No! I didn't hear it.
Feed me.
I heard it.
I want food.
A talking plant we got.
I'm hungry.
No. Hungry. And other fine kettlefen fish. Who would you like to have tonight?
You look fat enough.
We not only got a talking plant, we got one that makes with smart cracks. Will you listen to me, you botanical bum? Food you wouldn't get. Not from Gravis Mushnik.
I'm starved.
Excellent. You would unpopulate the old Skid Row. Well, you can forget about it. You wouldn't get fed from Gravis Mushnik tonight. Good night.
You'll get yours.
This is Umbrella Corporation, Ohio, and you're watching The Mummy and the Monkey. Fa la 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 la. Oh, hey, hi. Welcome back, everybody. What, you know, I hope you're enjoying the show. Well, look, all right. I know how this looks, okay? But trust me, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Janet will be back in a second. She'll be she's just out.
Hey, Grim.
Yes, Janet.
Grim.
Yes. Oh.
Grim, I don't know where my right hand went.
Oh, really? You can't find your right hand, you say?
I have no idea where it went.
It's a good thing that your head's attached to your shoulders. At least you lose it.
I don't know what I'm going to do. My hand is missing.
Look, I think that if you just concentrate, I'll drop my mouse again. Here we go. If you just kind of put your mind to it, you can finish out this segment, and I'll help you look for your hand, okay? Now I got to look for my mouse. Where did that... Oh, no.
Oh, Grim.
Everything's
We're
getting
just
lost.
losing everything today.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, well...
maybe Louie ran off with it.
Well, maybe, but welcome
maybe
everybody.
Maybe Earl ran off with me.
You weren't here when they came back. Welcome everybody back, and let's move on with the rest of the show here. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying tonight's movie, The Little Shop of Horrors, about a flesh-eating plant. This one we thought liked flamingos, but I don't think it liked flamingos. I think it might like something else, and but I don't know what it could be. Anyway.
I don't know either.
Anyway. We're going to move on here to a segment that we call What Do You Do?
Awesome!
Yeah, it's called What Do You Do? And what we do here, to explain what do you do to everybody, Janet.
All right, so we get fans that send in what they do while they watch the show, or their setup for watching the show. Like some people set up on their projector outside, or some people watch us on their big screen TV.
Mm-hmm.
We get some people that maybe they draw or paint while watching the show. Maybe they bake or cook. Fun stuff like that. So,
yeah, fun.
And sometimes people send us artwork, too.
Oh, artwork. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So let's get on to the theme song to What Do You Do? It explains a little bit more of what happens here, and we'll talk over it, I hope. Here, let's see what happens here. Boop.
What do you do when you're watching the Hangout? Do you watch on your PC? Do you watch on your phone, in a group or alone? Send us pics and let us see. What do you do when you're watching the Hangout? Does your Hairy Scary show? Do you watch with your dog, or you sleep like a log? Send us pics and let us know, yeah.
All right, I know you can hear us out there, right? Yes, I see the thing moving, and here we go.
There we go. It took a minute.
That's right. Here's our first entry for the What Do You Do photo gallery. It is from Richard Halleck, and I think this is taken out of a Fallout 3 frame, like a segment of the... I guess you can build. Can you build things in these games, like Fallout 3?
In some games you can, yeah. You can modify things and design things, yeah.
Well, he never got to come to the Thrift Crypt, I think he said, but he really wanted to. But he built this, he modeled this after the Thrift Crypt, Janet, our old store.
Our old physical brick and mortar store when we had it running. Yeah.
A resale shop where we sold all kinds of weird stuff and everything. And if you got to come out and visit, you know what we're talking about. We were there sometimes in character.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun while it lasted.
It was great fun.
We had a little shop for 3 years.
But there's Richard Halleck's entry to What Do You Do?
And now everything is switched online to my eBay store.
So he must play Fallout when he watches the show, and that's fine with us. Hey, look who it is!
It's Neighbor Brian!
Hey, what's up, Neighbor Brian? This is what he does. He chills with his Mummy the Monkey figures, as you can see right there on his coffee table, or his little side table. Then he's got his Mummy the Monkey coffee mug.
Awesome!
While he's wearing his Mummy the Monkey sweatshirt. The guy is styled out. He's the best dressed in the neighborhood, right? As you would say.
He is. He is the best dressed in the neighborhood. And looking suave there.
Thank you for sending that to us, Neighbor Brian. And this one is my favorite. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Now, every time since you showed me this,
yard.
I've been dreaming about this backyard. Oh, my God. Look at this. Is from Van Stratras, right? Yeah.
Very cool. So they're gonna have a bonfire.
Look,
they've got the big projector screen out there.
Oh.
All the nice trees and the woods
Look at all
behind their
that
yard.
Cool firewood and that giant fire pit.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's for a bonfire, baby. Oh,
that is very cool.
I am in heaven. You have an extra room I can rent from you guys? I'll be quiet. I swear. I'll be really. I'll do what I can to help out around.
Yeah, what a great photo. Thanks for sending that.
That is awesome. And they actually said they've watched our show on that screen, so that's really cool. And that's what Do You Do is all about. And here's art from Mart. I guess he draws when he watches our show. He submits something almost every week for the past bunch of weeks now. And this is Janet. not looking too happy, wearing a barrel, yelling at me, of course. And what are you saying there, Janet?
Ooh, you, Grim, you. I specifically told you to get me the Super Deluxe Double Ply, Extra Elastic, Applyably Adhesive, Professional Movie Mummy Gauze Wrap. Not this lousy, cheapster, Brand X crap.
That's what I'm saying. All right. All right. Well, let me go back to the thing.
Careful there, Grim. Yeah, so that's great artwork. Thank you for that.
Buddy. Hey, welcome back. And look what happened. It looks like you found your hand.
Yeah, you know, it was like under the couch somewhere.
You were sitting on it, I think. You were sitting on top of it. It happens sometimes. You know?
Wow, yeah, it's nice to have it back.
Listen, you fall to pieces all the time. You gotta take better care of your pieces parts, right?
I do. I'll have to wrap my hand, you know, tighter to my arm there.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry. We'll try again next time.
What was that about?
Oh, nothing at all. Nothing. He was telling me that, and it is a he. We figured it out. Yeah, I had to lift the back up there. You could see everything. Yeah. So he says we need to get back to the final part of tonight's movie, Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, we need to see how this thing ends. You know. I know I'm interested, and we'll be back, y'all. And thanks for watching. And you're watching the Mummy and the Monkeys
Hairy Scary Hangout.
All right, part 4. Here we go. Or part 4, I should say.
Nobody here. Black Cat, 13th job, Friday the 13th is stupid superstition. All right, you. Come out of there. Don't shoot, mister. I'm old and sick. I wouldn't hurt even a fly.
Come out in the light where I can see you.
I'm scared and excited, too.
No, please don't shoot. Please. Please, I'm only Gravis Mushnik. You wouldn't want to kill me. Where would you hide the body?
Don't worry, I'm not going to shoot you. Not unless you try something.
Try something? I never tried anything in my life. I wouldn't try anything now. You want my money? Take it. You want I should go out and steal you some more? That's all right, too. I'll do it.
Thank you very much. I like your brand of hospitality.
Cha-ching!
You'll excuse it isn't more. I'm only a poor florist.
Yeah. We got about $30 here. Come on now. Where's the rest of it? I was in here this afternoon. I saw about 30,000 people in here. They must have spent some money. Where is it?
There ain't no more money. They came in to look on the plant. It's a big attraction. Audrey Jr.
The plant. Don't try to slow me, Jim. 30,000 squares didn't come in here just to look for a plant. I want it.
I don't got no more money, honest. Believe me.
Okay, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I ain't got no more money, honest.
All right, try it the other way around. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right already.
Okay, Big Bad, where?
In the plant.
What are you talking about?
In the plant. The big plant, Audrey Jr.
You confusing me.
Inside the big leaf.
That's right, inside.
How do you get it open?
Just knock.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire.
In there. Inside. In the bottom.
I don't see anything.
Way inside. Right in the bottom.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Boy, what I did. I don't care about you got at the date with Audrey tonight. I am no more sitting up with that no-good Nick plant.
Cha-ching!
But gee, Mr. Mushnick, you don't have to sit up with it anymore. It's all grown up now.
Excellent, smart guy. How do you know it don't be hungry no more?
Well, because...
Tonight you are staying. Then tomorrow they're coming and they're going to give you a trophy, and then after that we are getting rid once and for all for that plant.
Getting rid of it? Why?
Don't ask why. Why? The end. Into the garbage can. Aloha. Oy. Yes, Mrs. Shiva.
Oh, Seymour, you wonderful plant.
Oh, that's all right, Audrey. I'll grow other plants, even more wonderful ones.
I know you will. Did you figure out what we're doing tonight?
Hell no.
Yeah, we're going to a place full of beautiful flowers.
We have to stay here.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. We'll have a picnic. It'll be just like going to the country.
Oh,
Did you
boy.
get the 3,000 pink azaleas for the arbor and the 9,000 yellow mums for the border?
Yeah,
and the roses for the front and the back? No, around the back.
What do you mean you're going to a picnic at night with that full-quart girl?
Don't you like Audrey, Ma?
She's out after your money.
I don't have any money.
Oh, she's a smart one. She'll latch on to you until you get some, and then goodbye fortune.
But Audrey's an honest girl, Ma.
Yeah, never trust a woman who's too healthy.
But Audrey had a bad cold a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, a cold, a puny cold. Why don't you get yourself a real female with something decent like mononucleosis or gallstones?
Well, maybe she could catch something like that.
The only thing she'll catch is you. And she'll take you off to some shady sanitarium and leave me to chiropractors and faith healers. I know when I'm not wanted.
Oh, gee, Ma.
Don't feel sorry for me. I'll just find a nice wet alley somewhere and curl up and wait for the end.
Oh, please don't die till I get back, will you, Ma? I'll take care of you. I'll always take care of you. I promise.
Yeah.
Bye. Gee, Audrey, I never tasted food like this before.
It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Peanut butter and jelly, what does that cure?
Nothing. It's just a food.
Well, what good is it if it doesn't clear up pimples or shrink your sinus tissues or something?
You're just being silly, Seymour.
You are a meathead.
Seymour, what do you want to be?
Well, I want to grow things. If I had a lot of money, I'd go to the South Seas where they grow the most fabulous plants in the world.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the South Seas, too.
There's no reason why you couldn't go.
Would you take me with you, Seymour?
Oh, I couldn't very well go without you, Audrey.
Why not?
Oh, because I'm in love with you, Audrey.
Oh, I'm in love with you, too, Seymour.
Feed me.
What'd you say?
I was just kidding.
I'm hungry.
Seymour.
I didn't mean it.
Why did you say it?
Oh, food.
You didn't even say that.
Oh, yes, I did. I said it.
Oh, I'm looking right at you.
I'm a ventriloquist.
You're what?
A ventriloquist.
Feed me.
Seymour, do you feel all right?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, then stop all this nonsense and kiss me.
I'm dying from hunger.
All right, if you're so hungry, eat something, but forget about me.
Gee, I'm sorry, Audrey.
Give me to eat.
If you can't control yourself, I'm going home.
I need some chow.
Oh.
An empty stomach.
Audrey, please wait. Listen to me.
I've listened to all the nonsense I want to hear, Seymour. You're a nut. You tell me that you love me, and then you act like a complete idiot.
Please listen, Audrey. I'll be able to explain everything soon.
Well, why can't you explain now?
Because so many things are so important. I want to marry you, but I got to take care of Mom. Well, that plant in there is going to make it all come true. Tomorrow they're going to give me a trophy, and I'll be famous. I'll be a big botanist.
Oh, is that a fact?
And we can go to the South Seas, just like we planned and all.
But that doesn't have anything to do with what went on in there. When you're ready to come to your senses, Seymour, then I'll talk to you. Good night, Seymour.
The search was narrowing, and we knew that soon we would have the killer. Not that we had any more clues than before, but we had to tell the chief something. I had that feeling in my bones that the mystery was drawing to its climax, and I was determined to be on hand.
All right, out. Nobody is in. Today we have a special occasion for Seymour Krelboyne, which has invented the big plant. So I want everybody should please stay out of the way.
We want Seymour! We want Seymour! We want Seymour!
Shut up!
I I tell you, this business is worse than being a conductor in a revoluting door. I'll be glad when this day is finished.
What's the celebration?
They're presenting my son with the trophy.
Yeah, what'd he do, run away from home?
Please don't look at me that way, Audrey. I want to talk to you.
I'm sorry, Seymour. I just don't understand you.
I'll explain everything after the ceremony.
You, police, what are you doing here?
Heard there was something going on here this evening.
Just thought we'd come by and keep an eye on things.
Look, we don't need no eyes kept on nothing.
Wait,
Everything.
the Society of Silent Flower Observers has arrived, and sunset is almost upon us.
Welcome, lady and gentlemen. We are honored for to have you.
Still working on those disappearances.
We think they were murdered.
Hey, look here, young man. That's no way to talk at a time like this. Let me see your tongue. Uh-huh. Know what you got?
Just the facts, ma'am.
Trench mouth. I know. I had it back in '09.
Better have that looked into, Frank.
Whatever you say, Joe.
Mr. Krelboy, the sun is going down now, and you do think those buds are going to open?
I hope so.
Because if they don't, Mr. Krelboy, we shall just have to present the award at another time.
Oh, it's starting to open.
Isn't that smart? Oh, look, the first bud is open.
Isn't that
The railroad cop. Look at the rest. What do you think, Frank?
They're all there, Joe.
Yes, you're right. Mr. Crawboy, how do you explain this?
I didn't mean it.
That's right, officer. He didn't mean to kill them. Am I?
Seymour, you promised you'd explain.
Looks like they're getting away, Joe.
Yes, you're right. Let's catch him.
Right.
Oh, now the float will be perfect.
Duh.
You wouldn't find him here with the toilets. Let's go back.
You dirty rat plant, you messed up my whole life. I'll feed you. I'll feed you like you never been fed before.
Well, you're just in time for what might be a very unhappy ending.
Better to give up, gentlemen. You wouldn't find him tonight.
Look, the door's open, Frank.
Oh.
He was such a good boy. Seymour.
I didn't mean it.
Darn, that's the end.
Magic McCoffee. Magic McCoffee. Tell me. Who be here?
All right, all you monster kids out there, get ready because they're finally here. It's the Mummy and the Monkey limited edition figurine set. Exclusively brought to you by Pete's Comics and Toys. And don't forget to watch Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout Friday nights at 10 p.m.
It's got to come out somewhere. Hi-yo! Hey! Welcome back, one and all. Wow, you got through tonight's creature feature, Little Shop of Horrors. That wasn't a really bad one to get through. It was actually not too bad. Janet found her right hand.
I did.
The plant's still starving, but hey, we'll figure that out. We got a bunch of old dog and cat food laying around here somewhere. There's, I don't know. We live in hey, we're at the cemetery. There's a lot of stuff buried out back, right?
Yeah.
It's a cemetery that shows cinema, hence cemetery.
I'm sure we'll find something to feed them.
Yeah, there's a lot of old movies buried here, but, you know, there's other stuff buried here, too. Hey, now, as we promised, we're going to pick tonight's wiener for the grand prize, which is a Mummy and the Monkey mystery movie DVD.
Yeah, so this is an episode that we put together in 2017. It was actually a year before we started hosting the live streaming shows. And, yeah, it's the Mystery Monster movie. It's a cheesy B movie. And, one lucky winner will get it tonight. So,
and before we pick it, let's make the announcement about next week's show, or the absence of.
That's right. So next week, we will not be live. We will not have an episode next week.
Oh.
But we do return the week after.
The following week, yeah.
I think it's Friday, July 30th, 2021. With Grave of the Vampire.
Yes, this time for sure.
For real this time.
For reals.
Grimm just needed extra time to edit all the sound effects.
Look, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it right.
He really wants to put more time into that movie. So, yeah, Grave of the Vampire will be in 2 weeks from now.
Dare I say it may be my masterpiece. Probably not, but we'll see.
All right, plus we'll talk about it more on YouTube, but we want to make some changes to the cinematary a little bit.
All right, here we go. Let's shake it up. Shake up your mummy bucket.
Shake up the mummy bucket.
Shake it up. Shake up the mummy bucket.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your bucket. Shake your bucket.
All right, swirl it in there. Let's pick that winner for tonight. Who wins tonight's big prize?
And the winner is Keith Martin.
Hey-oh, Keith Martin.
Keith Martin.
Martin.
Woohoo! Congrats, Keith. Very cool. So yeah, we'll save that for you. We'll get it mailed out during the week.
Or which week, we don't know. Could be this week, next week, week after.
Marvin Vaughn won last week, and I mailed it out today with the tracking number.
Darn tootin'.
So we'll mail it out when we get to it during the week, and you'll get a tracking number.
That's right. Wow, we really hook you up here at the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangover. You know, we just don't send something to you. We provide the tracking number and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're close enough, we deliver it to you in person. I don't know. Probably not. But who knows?
Most likely not. We get people from all over.
We've thought about that before. There have been a few prizes where we can just drop this off on their front porch. They're right down the street. Remember that? A couple times? Yeah. All right. So, what else we got? Oh, we have the TV show Time Travel.
Oh.
But I'm going to guess we're still going to have audio issues, right? Probably.
Maybe. So we're going to play that, and then we will wrap things up here. And what year are we going, what year are we traveling back to, Graham?
Yes. I don't know. I'll know when we see there. You always put me on the spot with that question.
All right, so coming up here is the Cleveland TV show Time Travel.
Now,
what was on TV back in the day according to the old TV guide books. And if you guys out there in like Detroit, Kalamazoo, other cities have television memories of watching your favorite late night movie host back in the day, you can always email us or put it in the comments.
I wonder if someday we'll be someone's late night movie host memories. You think?
I hope so.
That would be nice.
I hope we'll make this as like memories in the making.
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
I mean, we really do want to, carry on this legacy of late night horror hosting or daytime horror hosting or movie hosting. We don't care. We just want to we just want to keep it going, man. Keep it alive.
We are.
It just smells dead, but it's alive.
What's old can be cool again.
That's right. So let's go. Let me hit this up and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, Duddy Dolomite. Here we go with Cleveland TV show Time Travel. Tonight we are going back to Saturday, July 17th at 12:30. I don't know what year it is. With the Houlihan and Big Chuck show, where they showed Karuku, Beast of the Amazon. I don't even know what this one is. That's kind of wild looking, man. It's like
what year was this?
I have to. I don't know what year it was, but it looks like Polly wants some. Something. I don't know what Polly wants.
That's a weird creature.
Some plutonium. And later on that channel at 2:30 a.m. was 8 all night, and their first movie was Night of the Monster. Ooh, yeah, baby. Look at that.
Very cool.
The Bela Lugosi, you can't go wrong, right?
Everyone loves Bela.
This was 1976, by the by.
Okay, so 1976.
Yeah, and then Saturday, the following day, on July 17, 1976, it was the one, the only Super Host.
Super Host.
You heard him at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
At noon, he showed an hour or so of at least Three Stooges and maybe Leon Flynn, or Leon Errol, I'm sorry, and him, some woman in another bed. And the first movie of two at 1 p.m. was The Monster That Challenged the World. Oh, not just a state or a country or a county, but the world.
But the whole world.
He wanted to take on everything. He must listen to a lot of Aha, right? Take on me, take on me. And then at 2:30 p.m. was, I don't know what that said. Something.
Castle of Evil.
Okay, that's good too. Castle of Evil. And there's a really cool Widow's Peak in there and a guy with half a face. Hey, you know, I guess it's better than nothing. And that concludes tonight's Cleveland TV Showtime Travel. Sorry for the technical problems. You know what's funny is that I had everything set up early, and I didn't even notice that the audio was off on these things, on the commentary things.
That's a new thing we're noticing, so we just have to check that from now on.
Yeah.
It's live. We're learning.
I'm gonna double check it before we even, like an hour before we go live. I'm gonna make sure. Heck, maybe even 15 minutes before we go live, I'll double check all the audio on that.
That sounds good.
That's right, because it's only, I mean, hopefully I don't get demoted or docked in pay, but you know, we'll see. You never know around here.
Well, gang, we're going to wrap everything up. Give us like 5 minutes. We're going to jump on over to the YouTube channel for the after party.
Yeah, I need to really get from behind here and sit down here on the sofa here with you.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
Which may change because we have some changes coming, but we can talk about that on the
Hairy Scary Hangover.
On the Hangover, that's right. So if you want to know more about what's going on in the future, in the near future, tune on over to our YouTube page. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. We loved hanging out with you on our 132nd episode.
132. Woo! We're getting closer and closer to 200 episodes.
We're at least 5 more episodes away from 200, right? If my math is correct.
And yeah, we'll be at the Cinema Wasteland show July 24th, and the following Friday we will go live again for Grave of the Vampire.
That's right. So we won't be here next Friday, unfortunately, but we will return the following Friday. But we'll keep tabs on us on our Facebook page. You know where to find us. MummyAndMonkey.com. Even you can check
the Mummy and the Monkey on YouTube, Facebook. We're also on Instagram and Twitter.
All of that. We got all the covers, bases covered. Oh, and so forget it.
Yeah, we'll talk more later. All right. Good night. Good fright, everybody. Mwah!
See you later, alligators.
Bye-bye.
Where's that outro at? I don't need to talk over that.